Hey guys, kind of got a cool deal today, unusual. It's still a raffle plane, but we actually have the Airmen Association, some of the members, the board members, and the executive director up here. And they just got a tour of the raffle plane, and we're going to go introduce you to them and ask them what they think about the project so far. So head with me. So we've got Zoya, she's the executive director of the Alaska Airmen Association.
Everybody.
And we have Stephen, who's one of the board members.
Yeah.
So Stephen, what do you think about the project so far? You got a favorite part, or?
Yeah, so looks really good. You know, it's fun to see the progress of where you guys have gotten it down to, and exciting to see it come together. I was going to ask a little bit about the engine, if you wanted to tell us a little bit about your plans for that.
Sure. So the engine is currently being overhauled by Lycon down in California, and instead of taking the original 470, we're going to put a 520 on this. It'll be carbureted with Texas Skyways STCs, so it'll end up having pushing 300 horsepower probably, up from the original 230. And then hopefully we can get an amazing prop on there. We're working with sponsors right now to try to finalize that, but if it all comes through, it's going to be a pretty sweet prop when this is done.
Yeah, sounds like a good setup. We'll be excited to see it, so good.
Cool. All right, well, let's go around here, and you guys can also take a peek at what we've got going on at the same time. It's been stripped. It's almost ready for paint.
Well, speaking of paint, I have a question for you about the paint. You know, we had all that contest for the paint, and there was some really wonderful submissions and ideas. What did we decide on?
So the ultimate winning paint scheme was, it's on our website, I believe, and it's blue kind of around the front and up the tail, and it's got a nice yellow accent, and keeping with the Alaska theme, it's going to have a grizzly bear claw on the side and the Big Dipper from the Alaska state flag up the tail.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
And hopefully we can make it really shiny.
Well, everybody come on over when it is finished. You are going to love it.
Yeah, and buy your tickets too.
Buy your tickets.
Doug, what do you think? You got anything special, favorite?
Actually, I do. The wings, there's a special set of wings with this, right? You've done some attachments and some additions, and especially the wingtip light. What do you have there?
So that's the Quasar wingtip from Steen Aviation, and it comes with that sweet Aero LED light that you said earlier. Somebody commented.
I read a review. It said that it's like attaching the sun to each end of your wingtips.
So yeah, you'll be able to see, and everybody will be able to see you.
Well, I'm very interested in these because currently I'm maybe in the market to replace mine. So I've been looking at these, and I think this is going to be a great addition with the Wing X and the Sportsman stole, the engine. It's all coming together to the point where if we were able to buy tickets, there wouldn't be any tickets left to buy. That's the problem. So, but good for you guys that we don't get to buy tickets.
Well, I have one more question actually for you, Drew. The landing gear. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Absolutely. The landing gear is one of the highlights of this year's plane. Not that gear. This is the original Cessna gear, but that's going away, and we're putting in titanium landing gear from the Landing Gear Works.
How does it change it? I'm not a pilot.
Right. So it makes it way lighter. That's probably the biggest advantage. And then they're really strong. They have the same bounce absorption characteristics as the stock gear, but the biggest thing is weight. Yeah, I think it's somewhere in the 35 pounds of weight savings between the main gear and the tail wheel.
That's a lot of pounds to take off.
Yeah, it's a lot more camping gear you can haul.
And weight that you don't have to lose.
Yep. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting. It looks good, and it's going to be encouraging to continue to see the progress and follow it.
Yeah.
It's very nice to be able to come up and see all the people that are working on the project, and thank you to you and Sarah for accommodating us to
So
Come and take a look at the bird that's going to be funding our nonprofit organization for the next year.
Sure.
Well, speaking of funding, actually, lots of people are asking the question where the funding goes. I can say that this year we have increased our scholarship funding to $40,000.
Wow.
And our Next Gen program has grown from 1,700 to 35,000.
Awesome.
So everything that we raise through our raffle goes to increasing our support of our membership, for our advocacy programs, for our Next Gen scholarship, for all our member outreach
And
programs.
the Next Gen, that's a youth outreach group
Youth
for
outreach
aviation, right?
program. Yes, it includes several facets of the program, but we have school programs, we have programs for young professionals within that Next Gen program, and we have that membership is growing, and
That's good.
we help them with their career choices. The aviation is growing, and the
Demand
pilots,
is there.
the demand is there for
Yeah.
the.
That's great.
So
Pilots,
it is a
mechanics,
career
air
path.
traffic control, management, business, all these scholarships, they're spread out amongst all the different areas. So it's not just for pilots.
Perfect.
But this project right here, along with the trade show, is what allows us to do stuff like that. So pretty excited.
So not only should you gamble, but know that it's going to a good cause.
Good point.
Exactly.
Where are you on the interior? What's going on inside?
Well, come take a peek. It's essentially been stripped out. We just put in the P-Ponk Beef Up kit, which we showed some pictures of. That's this shiny bracket down under there.
And we had a question about whether or not this was original. The
rivet?
No, the gearbox or the outside.
Oh, the gearbox is original, and we've beefed it up with the P-Ponk Beef Up. We've stripped everything out. We've got all the avionics en route as we speak, so that'll be coming up in the next couple weeks or so. You'll see some updates on the panel. And then we're going to paint the whole inside of this in an effort to keep it lightweight. Instead of adding all the interior paneling and insulation and all that, we're going to paint it, make it look pretty, and keep it light.
Are you doing any kind of extended baggage or anything with the flooring?
Yep, it will have a Selkirk extended baggage. And then, yeah, we'll be making it look pretty over the next coming months. So, without further ado, make sure that you call the Alaska Airmen Association, buy your raffle tickets if you haven't already, and if you already have, call them again and buy more. And
some more.
And then more, yeah.
And a membership.
And Christmas is right around the corner. Stocking stuffers, right?
Yeah.
Raffle tickets. Who doesn't want one of those? Yeah, so we'll let you guys get back to your Friday, and we will talk to you again soon.